Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Zodiac Bandit, and normally I talk pretty positively about Critical Role. However, there have been moments in the past that really, for lack of better terms, piss me off, and I'm feeling rather angry today, and when I am angry, I tend to share my anger with others. Thus, I am sharing my most infuriating moments from Critical Role, or the moments that piss me off the most. So, spoiler warning, and normally the way that I make these videos, I tend to show you guys the clips and then explain the, the reasoning they're here in the first place. So you're not going to understand some of these if, you don't watch my explanations. So I recommend you do so if you normally don't, because the clips aren't going to be totally self-explanatory. So I recommend doing that if you normally don't. And of course, one last spoiler warning before we get into it. There are going to be spoilers in this one. So spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
And Ian Beauregard starts to figure out or prepare for Ludinus popping up like a whack-a-mole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Send that fucker a message.
You finally get the gumption one day, though you know it never works, to attempt a scry spell on Ludinus Deleth, a man who classically has kept himself shielded. And you see him making tea in a beautiful, simple little homestead.
No idea where or how or any details.
You take in just enough vision from this to see beyond the open, doorless entryway to the chamber he's in. Make a perception check for me, Caleb.
Can I use Orm?
No.
That is a 22.
22. It looks, at first you think, just beyond the doorstep, it's almost like a roiling sea. But it's not sea. It's cloud. Cloud or mist. It's hard to tell. An endless expanse of mist or cloud.
Does it look like the astral sea to me?
You see a blue sky. But just mist and cloud. And for a brief moment, you see something shift out and reclaim.
Please hide.
We start building plans on plans on plans on how to...
Turns to ash.
Run out of the lake.
You get out of the lava, stand on the side, ow, 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 and look over, and just as the rest of the head just kind of turns to ashes.
Oh, shit.
I walk up to Grog
You did it again!
and I pat him on the shoulder and say, "That was so impressive.
Hocus pocus,
A
motherfucker.
genuine move." Yeah. And I use sleight of hand
Okay.
to shove the flying broom into the bag of holding.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Whoa!
Yeah, girl.
Am I allowed to roll a perception?
Yes, you can.
Come on, Vex. Come on, sister. Come on.
18.
Get it.
16.
Plus...
No.
No, it's all 16?
16 plus 1, yeah.
Yeah. As you're kind of dealing with this, you have no notice of this. I mean, you may question it later if you like, but you have no idea where it went and didn't see any of this transaction happen.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no! Oh no!
What is it?
Your broom fell in the lava.
What?
I saw it.
I just
saw it.
turned around for
I
a
tried to
moment.
give it back to you and it fell in the lava.
You sure?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have looked at
Make a
me when I
deception
cast my
check.
spell. This is why I never looked at you before. I was wrong to doubt you. No, you're a constant source of disappointment.
18.
Where's
Okay.
my fucking broom?
Make an insight check now.
Insight. 13.
13. She's telling the truth, man. That broom just went straight in the
You're a
lava.
horrible person. You know, I'm really good at reading people, and I know that you're telling me the truth right now.
So sorry.
No, I feel your sorrow. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you that
I
you
feel
have to
bad that you
experience
had to-
that. It's just a broom. Right, it's just a flying broom that's very difficult to find. No big deal.
I wouldn't know. I don't even
That's
know.
all right. You know, it sterilized me, actually. I'm quite glad. It has very dirty properties.
Oh,
Anyone that would put it between their legs to fly around. It would be in horrible danger. Horrible danger. So it's actually probably for the better.
Diseases?
Yes, so many STDs. It's really just like a.
Well, it's
really just like a disease tampon.
Probably
That's really what it is.
A what?
We move back downstairs. Azune, Taisha, and Octus.
I've been trying to go bar for bar with Tyranny on the other bottle.
That's
I just
a
want to
bad
check if
idea.
I'm dead.
Oh my god. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's under the spider, and that's an 8.
No.
That is an 8.
Yeah.
You are not doing great.
So tell me, what is your deal? What's your whole entire story? What's your story?
Oh God.
I love you.
I love you too. You're so sweet, and your ear looks very soft.
There, you can.
I'm good now.
Thank you.
I'm just locked in on an ear, giving her my entire you get the full mess between me and Hal. We fell in love when we were like 19. Hold on, I need that ear. Yeah. When we were 19, and then we had kids, but I felt my calling because his art was so beautiful. I fell in love with the world, so I became a druid, and I abandoned our kids. And I have to get back to doing the rites really quick.
Okay, thank you for telling me all of that.
Yeah, do you want to stay here for this part?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to do the rites and just black out holding a demon's ear.
Incredible. You continue doing the rites,
Yeah.
touching the softest
Yeah.
demon's ear you've ever touched.
Can I go home?
Truly. Oh, what's that?
Can I go home?
You want to go home?
I want to leave.
Okay, you guys are you're just doing the rites. You guys can walk away from the table as you guys are doing the
Tysha's
rites.
consciousness leaves, but she remains and continues to pray. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Are you taking me with you?
No.
Okay.
You stay here. You're
Okay.
still a part
I
of it.
got it,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, bye.
This is bad.
I feel like I arrived right.
But that's all my hit points. It doesn't matter. That's still all my hit points.
Are you down?
She's not.
She's out of range.
Damn it. Just on that ledge.
That's all my hit points.
That's all your hit points. Okay.
Is this your first one?
So, Adelia.
Your first one.
First time?
First.
As the shadow of the cage comes crashing down upon you,
Oh shit.
a flash of bodily pain before possible darkness takes you, what do you choose? Blaze of glory to have an immediate critical success and then leave this plane? Avoid death and face the consequences, in which you will drop unconscious and may roll your fear die to see if you take a scar and possibly have to recover elsewhere, or risk it all and roll your duality dice.
And if I risk it all and I succeed, I come back.
You come back, you get to heal your hit points or stress equal to the number you roll in your hope die.
That's really good.
But if your fear is higher,
I'm dead. And I get nothing.
Nothing. You lose.
good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, it's rough in there, ain't it?
Yeah.
So hard.
Decisions are so much worse than just
Save
rolling a
everyone.
death
Well,
save.
I
It's
could,
your
I don't
first
know
time
if I would
down.
Save
It's your
everyone.
first time down.
Already know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I think you should.
I kind of want to blaze it, y'all.
You've only been, but you're a
But
child.
because you guys would be.
It won't necessarily help us yet.
I know that's the thing.
Which is why
Yeah, that's the thing. If there was like, if it was on the
If it was on the edge.
it would be heroic.
Of
But listen, if I roll bad, then I'm just gonna.
But if you roll good, then
But I
you're
know
gonna-
you like craps.
I do like craps. Oh my god, my palms are sweating. Yeah. Oh shit, you guys, this is so stressful.
Just take a little nap. Take a little nap in the cage.
Give yourself
For your first one, don't go
You're
yet.
actually not in the
Your
cage,
paints are
technically.
waiting at
I'm
home.
in the cage.
They
Don't
call
go
to you
yet.
from beyond.
One
We
mulligan.
rode together. I'm still here if I die. Okay.
Adelia, what are we doing?
I'm rolling to see if I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Risk it all, Adelia. Roll on the table.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was almost it.
Oh no.
That was a good roll. That was a really good roll.
Does she get to use her feature? They mostly come out at night.
Oh no! What happened?
I should have just blazed it.
The little girl.
Adelia. The Halcyon Domain is a cruel place. uncaring, but the people within it are. And you've met some people in the time away from your strange upbringing that showed you a glimmer of that. And as you look around at the companions you've only just met, after such periods of time alone or just with one other, a little glimmer of that hope is brought to you. Could you please describe your final moments for me?
Oh no. As I lay underneath the cage that's just squished me, I'm going to reach down and pick up Violet. And I'm going to look at Screeve next to me. Make sure she's safe. I love you, Screeve. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Oh no!
To take the doll and wedge her into the ring against my flesh so there's no longer any loose space and she just hangs there off my chest.
The rest of you stare in horror as the creepy little girl, like many kind, wayward souls in this domain, leaves this mortal plane. I'm going to spend a fear.
No remorse, no mercy.
You bastard.
Oh.
You bastard. You don't get a move after that?
No move, it fails activation again.
Our friend.
She was spooky.
It's okay. I'm going to bring her back. Huh? Because you watch as their body twitches.
Oh no, we gotta burn it!
It's been 2 seconds. I'm back.
And you're shambling.
Oh no! Oh no!
She's even creepier.
Yeah.
Scream!
What the happened so fast?
Run!
We didn't even get a
You never know how long it takes.
Best wishes on your upcoming nuptials.
Oh, that was coded in a threat.
Very coded.
If you wanted to come or
Oh my, Jester!
I'm just saying.
I still haven't even gotten an invitation. Oh, that's awkward.
Do you want to come?
Just another time!
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Bells Hells, I sense your Fate Stitcher has concerns to discuss with you. Best hurry to her. I have smelled souring oaths upon the wind as you approached. Best reach out to your Wind Prince and see what she needs soon. Ludinus smiles. And is gone.
What a prick!
Your house is stupid!
Did he actually look older?
And because you said fastball, there's going to be just this energy of like sound crackling from his hand, and he's going to try to cast chromatic orb. Yeah.
No, thank you. What if I say no, thank you? Does it have to?
Does it have to?
Yes. If I don't wanna?
Well, yeah. You want to fight about it, or I can't.
Like Aabria fight about it?
We're about to find out.
Oh.
Does a does a 26 hit the spider?
Just barely.
Okay, good.
Dorian's done it. He's finally hit.
A thing. I had to do it once. Last time he launched this, it was lightning, but he's working on something new. It's the essence of a storm, but it's just sound, but like sound solidified into matter, and it sort of rumbles in his hand, and even faster than lightning at the speed of sound that might not be scientifically correct.
Sure.
And launches through the air straight at that Spidey.
Okay.
Nice, Spidey.
Please hit my little guy.
I'm gonna do my best. Fark. 17.
17 points?
Yeah, 17 points of damage. Thunder damage.
Thunder.
Yeah. 3d8.
Do I want to be mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always go mean. Play fair, but
You
be
picked
mean.
a thing.
Yeah?
That sort of implies an AoE.
Okay. Yep.
The other ones don't. It's hard for one person to hear thunder, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't pick the thing. Dariax picked the thing.
What'd I do?
Hey, you know what? Leave it to chance.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Stickball.
Little RTS is fun.
We'll let Dariax roll. So you're going to roll a d20 for me.
Cool.
You're going to pick high or low.
Oh.
Right now, pick.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
12.
The one time you rolled I thought of your friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
This is gonna be great. It's going great.
Okay.
You got
This
this.
is going
Hell yeah.
so good.
Oh, man.
You send your magic out, and it seems to like build momentum. You can feel it. It crescendos as it slams into the wall of this spider, and you can hear it and feel it in the way that someone that is musically trained can like tap on a table and be like, oh, I understand the resonance of this thing. It hits that like external carapace, and you can feel in the resounding thunder wave within it that you've done something to shake it at its core. But in your zeal, in your moment of triumph and your bonding with your buddy, your brother below you, below it, is also going to take those 17 points of thunder damage. Cyrus howls. While the spider simply, like you see it like recoil on itself before it starts to stretch back out, and it's jerky. You see its like mouth almost gasping. It is bloodied, but you only have a sense of that by how much its bell has been rung by your hit. And your brother doesn't look great.
Hey, everything got okay up there? I'm sorry. No. And I'm gonna immediately use my movement to fly to Cyrus.
He's not even going where we would be going. We would be going to Whitestone, right? That's where the Briarwoods
Yes.
is.
But Keyleth, Uriel is the law, and the law is now corrupt.
Then why don't we save his mind before we go? Here's the thing. He's going to find out stuff about the Briarwoods.
Right.
What's the fucking point of him going if we're just gonna go attack the Briarwoods before we know what he knows? We need to let him go, find out his shit, take care of Uriel, wait till he gets back, go take out the Briarwoods.
As Vex is saying this, Tiberius is getting a half chub.
A what?
Half
Hey.
chub?
Well, that's just weird.
You can't see it because it's inside.
Yes, because you said it out loud. So.
Anyway.
So there you have it. Those were the clips that pissed me off the most in Critical Role. There is only 7 of them, as normally I don't get pissed off watching Critical Role. I tend to love Critical Role. These moments stick out to me. So we're going to start at the bottom and then move our way up to the obvious ones. But first and foremost, we're going to be talking about Ludinus Living Campaign 3. This infuriates me to no fucking end. The entire campaign was built around sort of following Ludinus, defeating Ludinus, and stopping his plot to release Predathos. And while, defeating Predathos was a byproduct of this, the entire story was about, stopping Ludinus and Predathos. And they stopped Predathos and sent him off into the galaxy to wherever he was going to go next to defeat whatever he had to. But Ludinus still remains because, as wizards do, they tend to have backup plans on backup plans on backup plans. Now, while this is realistic for them to have these backup plans, I feel like it's not very satisfying. And to see his smug little ass sitting in the Shattered Teeth, just sipping away on tea, is fucking infuriating to me. And it's something that I, personally, just can't stand. The fact that the campaign, to me, felt unfinished. Something very similar happened to Campaign 2, where it felt unfinished. They still had to deal with Uk'otoa, but they eventually dealt with that, so it doesn't irritate me as much. This irritates me because as of right now, up to this point, they haven't dealt with Ludinus, to my knowledge. They haven't dealt with him yet, so who knows if they do. Maybe the Ford and Jester wedding, he does show up at some point, but I don't know yet. Otherwise, this is infuriating to me. I think this moment is frustrating and unsatisfying, and it sort of doesn't put a nice little bow on the end of Campaign 3. The ending of Campaign 3 is beautiful, with so many great moments in it, and so many good like character endings and all that stuff. But Ludinus getting away doesn't make sense for so many reasons. And of course, I'm going to talk about something else later with it, because you guys have already seen the clips. This infuriates me, and then another moment later infuriates me just as much. But it didn't feel satisfactory, and sometimes you need to take realism of how a wizard would have a complex plan for backups and stuff like that, and just throw that away for satisfactory reasons. I personally believe if it would make sense but feel wrong, you shouldn't do it. And unfortunately, Matt still did it, and it irritates me. The fact that that little smug bastard is still alive irritates me. So next we have a iconic moment that a lot of people would probably love, is Vex stealing the broom. Now, you can say whatever you want about the player. Apparently he's a terrible human being and all this sort of stuff. I don't, whatever. That's neither here nor there. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the specific moment of just inviting someone to play your D&D game with you, and then one of your players, under the understanding of he's not going to be around in this game forever, he's only going to be here for an episode, maybe two if the story works out that way, I'm just going to steal his shit. I hate the idea of players doing this. And it sort of takes the guest idea and abuses it, because like a guest could come in with a really powerful item, and then the players would be like, well, he's only going to be here for one episode. I'm going to steal that because it makes sense for us to have that still. I hate this idea. I think this is dumb. If a gift is given from a guest to a player, that's different. But she straight up stole it and then made him think that it was destroyed. I despise this moment because it sets a bad precedent for what they could do with guests coming afterwards. I just feel like this is a bad, scummy moment. Not to mention, as a player, you have to sort of role play it off like that didn't just happen right before your eyes. And now you got to be like, well, I guess I don't have a broom anymore. This infuriates me to no end. I hate the idea of players stealing from other players, unless there's some sort of story thing to come from it, of which that doesn't happen. Vex just starts riding the broom as much as she wants, and it becomes like a part of her kit. It literally becomes synonymous with her. You normally don't see like images of Vexalia anymore without the broom. It is such a part of her now, and it infuriates me to know where it came from. And it just, there's something about it, the idea of stealing from other players, that just rubs me the wrong way, and I am not a fan of it. So next we have the only Campaign 4 moment on this entire thing, which is Aabria asking to leave the table. I felt like this was a fucking weird thing to do. It was rude, and it caught people off guard, and it was really strange in my opinion. Just the way that like Brennan had been moving people around the table up to this point, and like, some people had left, some people have come in, and he was clearly having some sort of like plot outline on how people were going to come in and come out and all this stuff. And she's just like, I think my time here at the table is done for now. And she just, it's the way that she asks it, in my opinion. Something is just rude about it. Can I go home? It almost feels like when you were a kid and you had a buddy over, and they were you were having a sleepover, and then like at like midnight they're like, can I go home? That's what it felt like. It felt like she didn't want to be there in that moment anymore. And it felt really rude to me, and it really caught Brennan off guard. Like, I remember looking at him while she said it. I was like, that's fucking weird to say. That's a weird way to put it. Like, understandably, like, people were coming in and out of the table, and they were going to be moving around, and she was aware of this fact that they were going to be continuously moving in and out. But it was just really weird, and in my opinion really rude, to not just let the DM sort of play out his scene, right? The DM clearly had like a vision of how people are going to be coming in, people are going to be coming out, and she would have left the table within like the next couple of minutes to cut to the next scene. So it was just really weird and really strange the way that this sort of went about. Like, literally, I believe the next scene was Azune, Teor, and Octus going to find Thimble. So it was within the next couple of minutes where she would have been asked to leave the table anyway. So for her to rudely just be like, bah, I want to leave the table, just, it felt weird, and it felt wrong, and it felt rather rude. And I don't know, it's the only, like, so many people dislike Aabria. I do not. I defend Aabria. This moment I find hard to defend, and it actually boils my blood. I'm imagining myself in Brennan's position, like, what, are you not having fun? Like, that's what I would think initially when she said that. Are you not having fun? Like, you want to go home? Like, it felt rude to me, and it boils my blood to sit there and think that it was the way she worded it, and she could have done it infinitely better, or she could have just shut up for the next 2 minutes and left the table anyway. It's just something about this makes me mad. So next we have Adelia dying by risk at all, which is a double whammy for me in the sense of I hate both things that happen in that sentence. Adelia dying and Risk It All. And I have gone on many rants about Risk It All in many different videos and many different streams. But I will do it again because it fucking infuriates me this much. First and foremost, Adelia was my favorite character in the Age of Umbra miniseries. She was just so much fun and really entertaining, and just the idea of the character was really cool. And she was introduced late. For whatever reason, her and Liam both had characters introduced late. But as soon as she was introduced, she became my favorite character. She was extremely funny, extremely quirky, extremely, like, you know, her ability to, like, disconnect from the world and be like, oh, these aren't scary bugs, they're beautiful butterflies. Like, I fucking loved the power to disassociate, which was so funny, and her character was so cool. And there was a bunch of hidden lore behind this character that I couldn't wait to see get unlocked as we move forward in the story. And then they get to just before the Celestine Athenium, and she gets struck down. Now, just going down isn't a problem. I don't have an issue with that at all. The issue I have with it is that she chose to use Risk It All as her death move, which is the stupidest fucking death move of the three. You have three options in Daggerheart. You have the option to go out in a blaze of glory, which is to do something that quickly succeeds and you are able to help your allies, but you die. So you have a very powerful moment of self-sacrifice, and it's very good for storytelling, and it's super fun. And then you have this moment where you go unconscious, and then you risk taking a battle scar and you lose a hope. That's also storytelling worthy, right? You take a massive injury, and now you are permanently scarred for the rest of your life, and you lose the ability to have X amount of hope, which I think it's 5 or 6 to start with. And you go down from there, and everyone else is a bit more hopeful, but you are less hopeful now. You are more jaded to the world, which I fucking love. I think it's a great idea. And then you have Risk It All, which is, in my opinion, fucking stupid. It is a deus ex machina of, I'm going to be the main anime character and take a massive hit and suddenly be full healed if I roll well enough, or I die. That's fucking lame. So the way it works is you roll both your hope and fear. If your hope is higher than your fear, you get to heal for whatever you rolled your health, or for whatever you rolled your hope dice for. But if your fear is higher than your hope, you die. It's literally just a 50-50, and it's stupid. It's not a 50-50 because if you roll a crit, which is rolling the same number on the dice, you get to heal everything. That's just fucking broken. It's broken in general, right? If you roll a 1 on your fear, you're golden. You can't roll badly. And then if you roll a fucking 12 on your hope, you heal 12 fucking, like, hit point slots. Or even some, I believe you're able to clear stress with whatever you have to leave too. This is broken and stupid and dumb. And if you notice something here, there's no good storytelling thing other than, I'm the main MC of this entire thing. I get to withstand this for no fucking reason, mind you, and then just keep going. There's no reason. No reason whatsoever. It literally doesn't fit Daggerheart at all, in my opinion, and it doesn't fit Age of Umbra whatsoever. It is dumb. I hate this mechanic. And the risk versus reward, the reward is fantastic. You are more likely to stand up than you are to die. And you are more likely to become fully healed than you are to die. And it's fucking stupid and broken because it literally, there's no good storytelling, in my opinion, that you can do. It's just literally like, I can't die here, and then you stand back up. That's dumb. I fucking hate it. I think it's stupid, it's annoying, it's bad, and it's too good not to risk doing, hence why we got 0 fucking Adelia after this moment, which was bullshit because there was so much good fucking story for her to be told in the Cinnabar Quarter, which they were inches from. Literally the next session, the characters went into the Cinnabar Quarter. So close to the place where we were going to learn so much about Adelia, and we just didn't get the opportunity because of the single worst mechanic I've ever seen in a fucking tabletop game. And I have to move on because I'm getting so mad. And at number 3, we have Ludinus Fucks Off. This wouldn't be so bad because it is setting up storytelling stuff for the future. How fucking ever. The entire plot of both of the Australian one-shots is to go to this island and find Ludinus Deleth. That was the setup for these, these one-shots, these live show one-shots they did. Both of them were about getting the groups back together and going up to Ludinus' little island. And Of course, by the end of it, they were sort of set up to go up there because, whatever. And then they get there in Oaths and Ash. And Ludinus goes, well, I have a new motivation to discover the new weave of the world and connect to the new ancient magics and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not even here. You guys wasted fucking 2 full live shows doing this. This moment wasted 2 live shows. Those 2 live shows could have been about fucking anything else but going into the Shattered Teeth to follow Ludinus to left. He could have been like, don't bother following me. I will not be here. Blah, 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 blah. There's no reason for you guys to be here. This is infuriating to me. The idea that the entire premise of going into the Shattered Teeth, like, we initially thought, like, the live shows were all going to be about going into the Shattered Teeth and, like, going to each island and having a fun time learning about the islands and the Shattered Teeth and chasing down Ludinus Deleth, finishing off the plot hook of Campaign 3. But no. They do 2 worthless one-shots. And I'm sorry if you liked those one-shots. They were entertaining, but they became worthless with this moment. They became worth nothing because Ludinus wasn't even fucking there. He just fucked off. They followed him there, and he wasn't even there by the time they got there. Which, literally, like, combine that with Ludinus surviving, my blood is boiling just thinking about this. I think this is annoying as a player. Imagine being a player, right? Say your DM has a plot hook set up for you. And you go to this place and you waste 8 fucking hours going after this character. And then you get there and he's not there. Yeah, I would snap the table in half if my DM did something like this. If I was sitting there, I'd be like, oh, great. I've wasted 8 hours of my life where I could have been doing anything else than this. Because there's literally nowhere to go from here. They have to go completely elsewhere to find Ludinus. And the only reason they went to the Shattered Teeth in the first place is because he let them fucking find them through Scry. He let them pass that Scry. Like, he chose to fail the Scry to bring them there. And he fucked off. It is so annoying. The idea of wasting that much time. Those live shows could have been about fucking anything else. But instead it was 2 live shows dedicated to Australia, which is fine, to go to the top of the mountain, to then launch from the top of the mountain to find Ludinus Deleth. But these live shows now feel worthless. Yeah, cool. A cool character came from it. That's about it. I don't know what else to tell you. Some people might not be bothered by this. I fucking hate the fact that two live shows were wasted following Ludinus Deleth for it to amount to him not being there at all. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. This bothers me to no end. And at number 2, we have Cyrus getting hit by random AoE for no fucking reason because Aabria decided to change the rules. I am totally in favor of you changing rules and spells and mechanics of D&D if it favors the player. Notice what I just said. If it favors the player. That moment where Aabria decided, I'm going to be an asshole, for no reason, mind you, and elected that, chromatic orb, which is a single target spell, and you hit them with whatever elemental damage you choose it to be. She changed it to an AoE attack, because she's like, thunder implies AoE damage to me. And she just realistically this was one of the worst examples of fucking railroading I've ever seen. And I enjoyed these 2-part episodes. This was the only moment of this 2-parter that I didn't fucking like. Because she just changed a rule. If you change a rule and you're like, oh, thunder damage implies AoE to me, like, so you hit like a bunch of spiders in this area for like half the damage you did to everything else. That's a good change in favor of the players. The rule of cool is if a rule gets in the way of having fun, then it shouldn't be there. The rule shouldn't be there. That's literally the way that Matt describes the rule of cool. This was not the rule of cool. This was the rule of a DM deciding that her plot was more important to drive Dorian in a certain direction, that I'm going to change a spell to make sure it happens. Because this directly leads to Cyrus's death. This moment directly leads to him dying. And Dorian has to live with the fact that his spell that shouldn't have fucking done that, did that. Which is dumb and stupid. If Dorian had made a mistake and like picked up his brother and like tried to fly him away and then he gets knocked out of the air, losing control of Cyrus's body, and then he takes a couple of death saves because instead of healing him, he decided to get his body out of there, that's a mistake on Dorian's part. This is a mistake on Abria's part because she just changed the rule. And again, I am totally in favor of homebrewing rules, of making things better for your players, and like if you throw a chromatic orb with thunder damage and you feel like, you know, that implies AoE damage to me, like you should hit the spiders that are around the other spider that you hit. That's perfectly okay. But that didn't happen. She just chose in this moment that this person who's like, I think like level 9 or 10 at this point, I forget exactly how strong they were. At this moment, she elected, you know, you're not as proficient in your magic, and it does do AoE damage because thunder damage implies AoE damage to me, blah, blah, blah. This is just infuriating. To fuck over your players is quite literally the single fucking most annoying thing a player could feel. You feel targeted. You feel like you're trying to be killed off. And that is okay sometimes. If the story is like truly like your character pissed off this group of like mob bosses and now they've sent like 50 people after you, like you specifically, so each of them have like a target on you, they have a reward for like 50,000 gold if they fucking kill your ass. That's storytelling. This was Lolth has a bunch of spiders and you threw an orb at the spider that shouldn't kill more than one person, but it chose to kill more than one person because I'm a DM and I want to have my story told because I really want Cyrus to die. I really don't see the fun in that. I can't see it. This was one of the few times where I agree with other people that Aabria has a few bad DM tendencies. And it's unfortunate because that seems to be carrying over into other things and like people hate on Aabria, and I think that's totally undeserved. This moment is a bad moment from Aabria. I do not like this moment. The rest of the fucking game, like these two half parts to me, are extremely entertaining with some extremely good storytelling. Like there's a moment with Aabria and Fury that is beautiful and amazingly done. And then there's this moment with Dorian and Aabria, and it's fucking horrendous. I don't know what else I can really say. I feel like this was a really, really bad moment that sticks out to me, and it really negatively impacted the fun of that session. And then obviously at number 1 we have the half chub. I don't think I need to fucking explain this one, but I will, mildly. So this is not necessarily just me talking about the half chub moment. This is me talking about the player in general. I do not like him. He has had so many bad moments for the original 27 episodes, and keep in mind, this was episode 27. He would be gone the next episode, and I feel like this was the final straw. This half chub moment, not to mention wasting upwards of like 40 minutes of him trying to shop for something that Matt told him would take him forever to do anyway. Like, there were so many different times where like Matt had to be like, no, you can't do this thing because it's too expensive, or there's not enough materials in this one city, blah, blah, blah. And this followed all of that. This moment was bad, and he had so many bad moments beforehand, but this was the moment I think they were like, you know what, we gotta fucking get rid of this guy. And there's a difference between, because some people are gonna point it out, yes, Marisha and Laura made a half chub joke in campaign 3. There are a million differences between this joke and that joke. The joke that they made in campaign 3 was two characters who were basically together already, you know, having a conversation through a puppet at the time, which was Pate, who would eventually become an NPC. But they were having a conversation through him, and him being like, oh, like, you know, this woman who my owner is with is hot, and I'm getting a half chub, blah, blah, blah. Right? It was a joke between the characters in the game. And it was funny, and in the context of 10 years later, these people are friends, and they're still having good times, and they're much closer to each other, and the double standard of it being two women, I think that's okay. And the original, the half chub from Oren, was not between two characters. It was Oren pointing out in a scene that he wasn't even fucking in, or at least he wasn't contributing to, and he goes, oh, whatever Vex just did, like this moment that Vex just had, it gave Tiberius a half chub. He just said that above table. Like, it wasn't between two characters making a joke. It wasn't between, like two people who have been friends for a very, very long time. And it wasn't between two women. It was a dude looking at another married dude's wife and going, what you just did gave my character a half chub. I don't really think I need to go into why that's fucking gross. And you can see it on Travis's face. Travis was ready to reach across that table and snap him in half. And this wasn't the only time Travis is ready to do that. This moment isn't just supposed to be me talking about this moment. It's me supposed to be talking about Oren in general. About this man who was removed from Critical Role, and in every subsequent telling of the story, whether it be the origins of Vox Machina from the comic books, whether it be the animated TV show, whether it be what they do in the Exandria video game that comes out and Oren's character Tiberius will not be fucking in. There is a bunch of art pieces centered around these characters from the time where Tiberius would be, and they're not, and he's not there. Like, this character was removed for a reason. This player was removed for a reason, and they killed off Tiberius in the story for a reason, and they had an insert of Tiberius in the Legend of Vox Machina that made him a villain for a reason, and everything surrounding this character boils my blood. And this is the shortest clip that I can show you to illustrate how much of a good thing it is that he is no longer here. And I think that's all I have to say. I feel like most of you probably agree, and, you know, I dislike this moment. It's weird, it's gross, and not well done. You know, like, there's a way to make this joke funny, and they did it in Campaign 3. It was fucking hilarious when Laura and Marisha had this joke between the two of their characters. And yes, people groaned, but it was still way funnier. Like, Matt gives, like, a weird, like, okay moment. Like, there's a weird, like, awkward laugh when Oren does it. And then we all go, gross. Gross, buddy. Why are you fucking here? And they got rid of him. Because they should have gotten rid of him forever ago. He was a problem, like always. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say about this video. It's been entertaining to really, like, vent out a lot of these frustrations from these moments. It was very therapeutic, if you will. I needed this moment, apparently. I'm gonna have a much better day now after all of this. But thank you all for watching, and let me know what moments piss you off the most. I'm sure some of these are probably going to be shared between you and me. So I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about moments that piss you off the most. I get the feeling there's going to be a certain mask moment that happens at the end of Campaign 3 on a lot of people's lists. It doesn't make me mad in any form or fashion, but I can see this happening. But I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about this. There was one moment that I actually cut off from this video that would have been like an eighth, but it didn't really make me all that mad. It was more so kind of just hilarious, which was Octus saying that he was a short 5'11". As a 5'7" human being, that pisses me the fuck off for you to call that short. But then everyone else made fun of him for the rest of the episode, so it's okay. It's okay. I get to live vicariously through them making fun of him for that. But anyway, and it's not all of us can be 6'8", Alex. I know he's not that tall, but he is still really tall. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say. Let me know what your guys' most infuriating moments are, and I will see you guys on Friday for the recap of Episode 7 of Campaign 4. And until then, peace. And like usual, at the end of the video, I will be thanking the members of the channel. So this month we have Eric Cunningham in the Bandit level, and we have Trentley's Tabletop in the Rogue level. Thank you for the support, and if anyone would like to support the channel or get a shout out at the end of the video, you can become a channel member today. You will also get videos early, because I tend to upload them early and then schedule them for public viewing, but members get to see them early, so there's many benefits to becoming a member today.